really, have you ever had one of those days where you can just feel your body pulling you into the direction of negativity? It's like a vortex of one negative thing after the other after the other. I had one of those mornings, and it's not even 10 o'clock yet today, and I am definitely trying to set the reset button and thought I'd share a little bit about it. Hi, I'm Dr. Natalie Marr, and at Learn to Love Your Story, one of the things that I try to do is be real with my readership and those that follow me. I might be a clinical psychologist, but I'm not perfect, and I get sucked into those vortexes just like you. So this morning for me, that looked a lot like getting into a battle with a 6-year-old over an outfit because she had spilled breakfast all over it. And I thought, yeah, I think that we could change this. But she has in her mind, her little outfits for the day. So that was a battle. And I read my email before I should have, before I left the house, and learned about some things that I'm going to have to deal with tomorrow. Don't want to have to do. And I am already looking at about 10 to 12 hours of work for today. So all of that piled up and started to weigh really heavy on me. And, life is great. It always gives me opportunities to tell my readership and those that follow me about my own difficulties, and then use that to help teach what we're talking about and learn to love your story. So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. And it starts with this right here. I'm going to have myself a coffee. And once a week, I usually do get Starbucks. It's usually on Tuesday mornings because you get double points. This will be my second Starbucks for the week, and that is totally fine. I need a second Starbucks. I also have rearranged my schedule today so that I'm only doing 5 in-person meetings. And that allows me to do an extra meditation before I start my day and an extra walk before I start my day, because my scheduled meditation and walk were after I ended my day, and I'll be keeping those. So that, yep, you're right. I'll be meditating twice. I'll be walking twice. I'll be having a Starbucks this morning, and I am only going to do work for one of my many jobs today. So I had slated that after dinner tonight, I was going to be working for a little bit longer, doing some grading that I need to get to. That's not happening today. So I know what you're asking yourself. You're like, Dr. Marr, you are rewarding that you lost yourself on your daughter this morning. That's what's happening here. No, that's not what's happening here. And I would encourage you to read a little bit more in the blog that I put out this week, Matter Over Mind, right? You're like, isn't it mind over matter? Yeah, mind can also, do a lot of things, but sometimes when we need to shift our perspective, like the negative vortex that I feel like I'm in this morning, we have to change our behavior. One of the most beautiful ways to create a self-care regimen that's really valuable is to have things you're doing on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, really kind of better, more special things on a monthly basis, and then of course every year doing something just really wonderful for yourselves, and having that be not contingent on earning it. In fact, being able to have the worst morning and still reward yourself, because behavior is our first language. It's the language that babies use. They cry, they coo, they giggle, they get their needs met, not because they can say, hey mom, I'm hungry. No, they get their needs met because they teach their parents and caretakers to take care of them based on how they are behaving in that moment. And behavior always remains our native tongue. And it is a way to change and shift our perspectives. If we have a behavior pattern that non-contingently we reward ourselves every single day, every single week, every single month, and every single year, year after year, that is a powerful message that we have value, we have worth, and we deserve those things even when we're not earning those things in the way that maybe social programming would tell us that we need to be. So I am listening to my body today. I'm listening to my behavior. I'm listening to this native tongue tell me, Natalie, you are overworked. You are not going to be able to tolerate getting through a day of 10 to 12 hours of work, and you need more from yourself than what would be your normal daily routine. So get those self-care things in line, get work and things that are draining your emotional bandwidth and making your window of tolerance so small, only a pinprick can get through it, and take care of you today. So that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I would encourage you to do. When you listen to your body and your behavior and it's telling you you're done, then be done. And then start adding back things that restore and help you rest and be the best version of yourself that you can be. All right, everybody, you have a great rest of your day.